This is called Where Are You? Everyone's talking about change. If you listen, everyone's talking about change. The need to change, or by implication, things cannot be the same anymore. And then we look outwardly, and everyone is aware that the temperatures are rising on the planet. And soon we'll be going on holiday to find shade from the sun. We know that the oceans are becoming more and more acidic, and soon they won't be able to support life. And we know that at this rate, if we keep cutting down the forests, all the life that lives there will become extinct because they can't adapt to living in a city. And the forces of change are impressing themselves on the general mind all the time. Now that's the key point. They're impressing themselves on the general mind. And think about what that's saying and what happens when the images of what's wrong and what needs changing impress on the general mind. Just imagine vast fields of broken cars and tyres that are used and polluted rivers. And at some point when you pile on top of each other, one after another, of these images, the general mind closes down and can't absorb it anymore. And that's one thing that happens. And there's a second thing that happens in the general mind, where it gets through, where someone thinks to themselves, I must do something about it. And they make an action. They clean a car, a new form of electricity. They make some action that eases the forces on the general mind that make it so uncomfortable. And see what happens then. The general mind gets eased and goes back to dreaming. And there's a third thing that almost no one thinks to do. And that's where all of this that's pressing itself on the general mind is trying to say something, is trying to indicate something. And one leans in, as one would lean in to listen to someone who's saying something important. They lean in. And by leaning in, they create a new association between them and what's trying to talk to them. A new intimacy is begun. And it's in that, in listening, in moving into the source of what's trying to talk through all of this, that change begins. And the question is, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Think about it. Thank you. This is the human change.